you ready?
Yes, go.
Okay. Hey Tamara, I'm giving you a little workout to help you strengthen your glutes.
Today.
The big one and the side one, because I'm pretty sure that that's what you need to get rid of your back pain. Stretching is just not going to do it. So you saw Jack doing squats. He was doing it with a bar. The bar is quite heavy, so you want to start lighter. I've got a 6 kilo kettlebell, and you can squat with heavier, but I'll show you just with a light, and you just hold it light like this, close to you. Your stance, not feet together, definitely, at least hip width, and probably you want to turn your toes out slightly. You have to test and see what feels best on your knees and your hips. And the squatting, as you know, is the bum goes back first. The back doesn't bend. You're not doing this, okay? So you squat down to about here, and you push into the heels on the way up. And as you come up, you squeeze your glutes, okay? So for me, 6 kilos is pretty light. I have a 10 kilo kettlebell, which I could also use. Another option is dumbbells. These are 5 kilo weights each. You could squat, you could just like rest them on your shoulders and do your squats like that. Also, you can vary the foot position. I have it like this, but I could also be more turned out, a bit wider, and then you'll hit different parts of the glutes and the legs. There you go, squats. 3 sets of 10 to start off.
You can,
okay?
you can also put them along your sides also to squats.
Huh?
You can also put the dumbbells along your sides. Hold them down below
That's
your sides
more
also.
for deadlift. I'm getting there now. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, deadlift. Again, you can use the bar, but it might be a bit too heavy. The bar is 20 kilos. I've got an extra 2.5, so I've got 25. I'll show you the movements. I hold the bar close to me. Here's the foot stance. Here it is about hip width. Slight turn out of the toes maybe, or more parallel. Okay? And it really is a hip hinge. You do not bend your back, otherwise you'll damage your back. So it's I stick my butt out and the bar goes close to my legs. I'm not going to the floor. And as I come up again, I'm having that glute squeeze at the end. So bum, 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 no bend in the back at all. Okay, that is your deadlift. Now again, if the bar is too heavy, you can do a deadlift with a kettlebell. That would look something like this. Here's my 6 kilo kettlebell, and I hinge in the hips. I do not bend my back.
Keeping over the center of the foot.
Center of the foot, yes.
You don't let it hang out in front of you. You keep it over.
It's not out here. Yeah, it's close to you. And it's coming from the hips. You stick your butt out. Make sure that when you go down that the knees aren't caving in, that they're following your toes, okay? For me, the deadlift has been the best thing for my back, as it works the whole posterior chain, all this hamstrings, glutes,
Bottom.
the whole thing, the works. Okay. Third exercise is with a band, and these are super cheap. You can find them in any sports shop. I have a set of 3. They have different intensities. The yellow is pretty loose, the red is medium, and the black is stronger. So what you can do is put it around your knees, right about there, and you can do squats like that, and this keeps constant tension on the glute medius. And then you do your squats. So again, you don't let the knees go in. You push against the band and you can squat like that. Really good for the glutes. Then you can do just with the band around your knees, stepping forward, again, pushing out into the band, stepping back. If you want to make it harder, put the band around your ankles and do it that way. Even harder for stepping, okay? Then you could also hang on to something, push out. Little movements, moving the foot to the side. It's going to burn here on each side. 3 sets of 10, try it. Okay, I'm using the hardest band, so it's hard to get a big movement. But you don't need a big movement for those. Okay, that was exercise 3. Exercise 4 is a glute bridge. This one, I'm not sure if it's going to work for you. You have to have a bench. Come to the end of the bench, and I'm holding on here, head down. I have to slide really to the end so the bench is on my hip joint there. And here you can lift one leg at a time, very slow and controlled. And you don't want to kick it up and you don't want to lift it too high. If it goes above here, it's not your glute anymore, it's your back taking over. So that, you can do that if you feel like you're strong enough. 2 legs. Very slow and controlled. And keep your head down for that one, okay? If 2 legs is too much, 1 leg. Then we have our glute bridge. Maybe you have to come more to the side, Jack, so you can see.
To the side.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have my feet up on a bench like this, legs 90 degrees roughly, and I'm going to just push into the heels, lift up. Again, if I go too high, I'll start to feel the back, so just, just about there is enough. And I come down with control, okay? So 3 sets of 10 maybe. You feel the hamstrings too here. Then what you could also do is lift up, 1 leg in the air and up and down like that. And here I have my pushing down into the heel on the bench. This leg is up, or it could be there, but this is easier. Try not to have dogs around you when you're doing this. Okay, there you have it. That's actually quite intense on the hamstrings. I'm feeling them now.
We're going into 7 minutes now.
Yeah, well, it's a 10-minute workout.
Okay.
You know, she needs to have something.
All right, okay. No, I'm just wondering how you're going to get it to her.
I would say 3 sets of 10 of all of those exercises. See how you feel. And right at the end of all of them, then you can do your piriformis stretch, which is this one. And you don't pull with your hands. Okay, so your foot is crossed over and you're moving your knee a little bit forward, not moving your hips, bringing this leg a little bit in. And you don't need to stay for hours and hours, like 10 seconds maybe on each side. And you don't need to do it 1,000 times a day. Just do it once after your workout, okay? And then yogi style, Shavasana rest. Voila, there you have it. 8-minute workout, was it?
It's 7.5 minutes.
7.5. So if you do all the sets, all the reps, it'll be more like 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes, which is enough when you're working with weights. And you want to do a little warm up before that, so like a little walk or maybe jump roping if you can. Just something to get you warm, and probably walking's the easiest. Okay, mwah.